What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Gameoverse, episode 038. I am your host, Wasabi Ice Cream, and we're going to start this off exactly the way you expect.
What does that mean?
Joined by that handsome man to my left is Rick.
Yes, I'm directly to your left by about, 5,000 miles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a map in front of me. I don't know where the fuck I am in relation to, Denver.
No, you're left. Well, if left is east, or no, if left is west, I always get those mixed up. Yeah. Yeah, you're west. How are we doing today, this Tuesday?
I'm conflicted.
Mm.
So we're gonna jump right into what we're playing. So I bought Mortal Kombat 11 the other day. It was on sale. GameStop had it on their Pro Day sale for $35 for the game and the aftermath expansion.
All right.
DLC. So I was like, fuck it, I'll pick it up. And I'm not jiving with the game at all, dude.
Wow.
It doesn't feel good. Yeah, it feels really stiff compared to MKX. I do not like the weird loot box character customization system where instead of having a whole outfit unlocked, you're unlocking pieces of an outfit. I don't like that you can customize. It's kind of like Smash Brothers, where Smash Brothers Ultimate, when they did that thing where you can change your special moves for a little while, they have something like that to customize your character. It fucks with tournament viability. I'm forcing myself to play through the story right now because I paid for it and I can't take it back. But yeah, it doesn't. It feels like a downgrade from MKX.
I don't think I played that one yet. Zavrim the Great in the chat said it's almost like it's the 11th reskin of the exact same game.
No, because if it was MKX again, I'd be okay with it. Because I fucking like MKX, but it's not. It's a goddamn dumpster fire.
Wait, what about the story mode? I heard people really like the story.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna buy a fighting game for the story mode. The story's fine.
But those the NetherRealm games are the ones that have the good stories, though, right?
That's great, but that's not what I bought it for, man.
I think you bought the wrong game then.
I think I did too. I'm playing the story now because I fucking paid money for it. So yeah, I'm gonna play it, but god damn, it feels so. The combo system is so different. So the game used to rely more on heavy combo strings and dealing a ton of damage over a longer period of time. Now it's relying more on punishes and playing footsies and dealing out short 3 to 4 hit combos. You can still get some long ones in there, but it doesn't feel as good as. It's hard to explain because in MKX you could there's a timing to it. You can dial in the combo, but there's a timing to help you juggle people. But with MK11, it's all dialed in, and you have to dial it in perfectly. If not, there's this combo with Liu Kang. It's square, triangle, pretty easy. But if you don't dial in the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't do the combo at all. You don't even get the first 2 hits. It's hard to explain. You have to dial in the whole thing in advance. You can't get. It's all or nothing with that combo. You can't just get the first 2 hits in and then stop halfway through, or get 3 hits in and stop. It's all or nothing. You either get 1 hit in or you get all 4 in. And the only way to do it is to dial it in advance. It doesn't feel good at all. It feels really stiff, really clunky. And I'm forcing myself to play through it, but
man, I've never heard that is the most negative I've ever heard of that game. Most I hear about the game is pretty positive.
Dude, same here. That's why I bought the fucking game. And it pissed me off because it doesn't feel good to play through.
You're exposing the truth.
Yeah, and it's
You'd be
not
the
just me,
YouTube
dude.
video that would have your title would be "The Truth About MK11."
It's not just me too, dude. Like I looked it up. There's a whole fucking subreddit like bitching about this game too. Like
Is
I
this
looked
just
it up.
like
I was like,
recent or like why? What made you buy it?
it was on sale. It was like $35 for the game, and
Oh,
it had the aftermath expansion included, plus like all the DLC and shit. Another thing that bugs out the fucking game, I have all the DLC, but it still sends me ads to buy the DLC.
yeah.
Like what the fuck? And it's because the DLC is like locked to the disc, but so the game doesn't recognize that I bought it on the PlayStation Store. So I'm still getting ads to buy this skin pack I already have or buy this character
Oh,
pack I already have. God damn it, it's so frustrating. Like everything about the game, it's like, do you not want me to play you? Is that what's going on?
that's interesting because
Yeah,
I've like,
yeah, I get I get its monetization, Ujariah, but I already have the fucking content. Like, how are they gonna put ads for content I already have in the fucking game? God damn it! Like, I'm so frustrated. The story's
um,
good. If you wanted to hear that, the story's fine. If you care, but in terms of like game viability, I think MKX is more fun. And I'm probably gonna boot up MKX. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm just looking at MKX through like rose tinted glasses, and the whole game always played that way. But no, I looked it up online, and a lot of people are complaining that like the fighting feels more clunky. The combo system doesn't feel like as well thought out or as free forming. So we'll see we'll see. Maybe I'll boot up MKX and compare them side by side. But I'm not the only one that feels that way, and it's a fucking bummer.
I've always been bad at Mortal Kombat, so like they're never on my list of like, oh yeah, new MK's out, gotta load that shit up, or like any NetherRealm games because they all play the same technically, usually. But
There are
yeah,
some differences that only like I don't want to sound like elitist, but there's some differences that people who like play fighting games can tell from game to game. So there are some differences, and I do like playing them. I just don't buy them day one anymore because they monetize the shit out of them. So by the time you're done buying all the content, you could have bought another game. So I just wait till like the complete edition comes out now. I don't buy
yeah,
the game day one anymore. And God, I was so disappointed because I've been looking forward to this game for a while. It has Spawn in it. I haven't heard anything about fucking Spawn since I was like 13. So it's cool to see him again. Um, RoboCop's in it, so I really want to play as him. But God, dude, it doesn't feel good to play. Like I'm kind of fucking around a little bit. Maybe like I just need to find a character I can main with, but it doesn't feel as good as MKX, and it's a huge bummer to me.
yeah. All
Plus,
right,
the
so
costumes just go to hell. I'd rather have like a totally unlocked skin than like this weird like Lego set mix and match parts business they're trying to do. Um, no,
there
another
it
thing
is.
that pissed me off about it. One more thing, MKX had this really cool system where every character had 3 different play styles. So, for example, like let's say, Kenshi, like let's someone everyone knows. Let's say, like Scorpion. Like he'll have 3 different styles. One style might focus more on like fire attacks. One style might focus more on like ninja weapons, and it actually changes. Like the core character is still the same. The fundamentals of the character are still the same, but some special moves, some combos are changed to match that fighting style. It was really cool. It almost tripled the roster. It was a cool way of like mixing up how you played. If you're playing against someone, they figured out how you played, you could just play the same character, switch your style up, and it's different. In this game, they have something similar, but now like there's a whole customization lab, and you can like mix and match different abilities for your character. And there's not like a default option for it. There's not like a canon option for that character. And it drives me crazy because I know like I'm gonna make this character. I'm going to build, like, for example, Liu Kang. The Liu Kang I customize has some moves that's not in the default one that comes with the game. So I know like if I play with him, I learn how to fight with him. And like I go to my buddy's place, he's not gonna have that character I made, and all that practice I did was worthless.
Oh, it doesn't do the thing like PS1 had this, where I'm not saying the PS1 version of the game had this, but I remember there were games on PS1 where like I think it was like rival schools. You can like customize your character and then save it to your memory card. So when you went to like your friend's place and played their version of the game, you can pop in your memory card, load your character, and then your move set will be there.
I'm sure I can, but like it's frustrating because it doesn't feel like the character doesn't feel um like it was thought out. Like I feel like moves are kind of just slapped together. There was some thought to them, like some moves like conflict with each other, so you can't like equip. And there's like a limit to how many moves you can equip. But it feels so weird because I know like every character has two like default options, and there are some moves that aren't in those default options. Like for example, Liu Kang, he has some moves that aren't in both the default options. So I know, like again, if I go to my friend's house or something and pop it in, he's not gonna have my Liu Kang. So I either have to go into the customization setting, have to watch me fucking fuck around with this character, or I just not play the character I like and learn to play the default option, which both don't sound fun to me. I should have to like concede on how I play this game. It's frustrating as a motherfucker.
Shit. The last Mortal Kombat I really got into was Deadly Alliance on GameCube, and I could whoop anybody's ass with Bo Raicho.
They make references to Deadly Alliance in MK11, so that's cool. Like they acknowledge
Wow,
it exists.
good because I like
Frost
that
came
game.
back. Frost came back, which I think she came out in Deadly Alliance. Um, and there's like this map that's really cool. That's like an arcade, and it has like a Deadly Alliance like cardboard cutout, like for an advertisement. It's pretty neat. Like the fan service is there. It's really cool, but like the game just doesn't feel fun, dude. Like I don't know. Maybe I got to find another character to main with, but it doesn't feel good to play.
So, official Gameoverse review of Mortal Kombat 11. What was your score?
Uh, if you don't care about fighting games, it's a fun game. But if you want like a legitimate like fighting game experience, like skip it or get it on a really, really deep sale. And Zavrim said MK11 before you buy. It's funny you say that because God damn it, what was that YouTube channel? There's this YouTube channel that did like an MK11 before you buy, and I watched it before I bought Mortal Kombat 11, and they didn't fucking tell me all the changes to the combo system. Like no one goes into depth like, oh, this game feels different from MKX. And it sucks because Injustice 2 came out like right before MK11 did, and that felt fine. Like it still felt like the same like NetherRealm fighting game I've been playing. But they had to fucking switch it up on MK11 and it feels like shit.
I feel like when you want an analysis that deep to like compare from game to game to game, you need to go to someone who's like that's all they do. Is like, hey guys, this is Sub-Zero fucked your mom, it's 420, and we're taking a look at MK in this one. You know, you got to go to someone who knows their shit when it comes to like.
Maybe it didn't feel good. I was like super disappointed when I popped in, and I was like, "Oh, this feels like shit." Even now, like I'm still like not feeling it, dude. Like I'm dropping combos like crazy because of the way the new timing system works. And it's not that I can't get used to it; it's that it feels inconsistent. Like I can't explain it. I can't explain how the game feels. It just doesn't feel good.
I played that. Well, I hope you don't like. I hope you're not a Marvel fan because you're gonna get even madder if you are. Because
Yeah,
I
I saw
played
you
that
played.
Avengers game, and boy, is it like very. It's super fucking average, man. It's below average actually. It does not tickle the taint in the way you want it to.
See, and like I had a feeling, dude. Like it looks like a very generic action game.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything like special. other than having a Marvel skin over it.
Yeah, so what is it? It's like it's like it's a beat 'em up kind of. You know what? It plays like Anthem almost, but it's but like if you put like that Ultimate Alliance skin on it, it's like Ultimate Alliance, but if it was Anthem and it only had 6 characters. People play dude, you're surprised. I was surprised as well. People do still play Anthem. Um, I'm not saying I do. I just people do still play that game, but yeah, it's not very good because there's a lack of variety here. A supreme lack of variety. All of the enemies are generic, like dudes or robots. All the environments are like there's like 2 open areas, and at least in this, I gotta say that I played this is the demo or the beta test, and so there were like 2 really open areas, and every other area is just like this interior where it's just a bunch of hallways and machinery and laboratories and glass windows and shit like that you can't break. Not a lot of interactivity in these environments. I went in thinking I was gonna play as Hulk, like, and you do play as Hulk, but like you don't want to because he fucking sucks. Somehow Hulk is like the weakest motherfucker. Like everyone is stronger than a Hulk for some reason. Maybe it's just me, but like when I'm Hulk, I'm thinking I'm gonna be tearing shit the fuck up, and that is not what happens. It's very much an RPG ass RPG. You were doing motherfucking numbers, and even then, Hulk's numbers are not as big as everyone else's numbers. So that pissed me off.
God damn, that's so frustrating.
When you go online, there can only be one character. Like you can only pick like there can only be one Iron Man. There can only be one Black Widow. FYI, everyone's fucking Black Widow. Okay, so you're never gonna be able to play as Black Widow. Everybody plays as Black Widow. So find another character. What else? There's a story. The story mode seems like it's where this thing is going to shine the most, but still, that's still not that great. There's like QTEs, but like if you don't hit the button, fucking nothing happens. It just like stands there, like it just like waits for you to hit the fucking button. Neutral says, "Don't forget this is a demo." It's absolutely a demo. But some of this shit's not gonna. This game comes out like fucking in 2 weeks, dude. Like a lot of this shit's not gonna change. So let's also
the entire combat system.
Yeah.
In like 2 weeks. See, that was a bummer, dude. Because like, God, excuse me, I'm dying. Coming from like, I love me some action games, and like you know this, I'm not like lying. I'm not like exaggerating. Like I love action games. Some of my favorite games are like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, and so watching this, like just watching the gameplay you're doing, it doesn't look like a really like engaging like action game. Like it sounds like how you describe like a paint by numbers like RPG ass RPG.
Yeah, but like it's not even like it doesn't even get that right though, because it's like a loot game where the loot doesn't matter. Like at no point does like was I picking up shit and I was like, oh sweet, I got this new fucking, like Hulk has rib cages, like he picks up rib cages and equips those. I'm like, what the fuck does Hulk do with a rib cage, motherfucker? I guess they're trying to say like it's like skeletal upgrades for the Hulk and shit like that. But it just doesn't like make any fucking sense. You never feel any stronger. Like I said, I was playing as Hulk and everything has a health meter and it just doesn't really feel like I'm like hulking shit, man. Like he should be tearing shit down in one hit. Everything should die in one hit. If you really want to make me feel like a fucking superhero, give me tons of fucking enemies. And like during the stream when I was playing it, I made the comparison to like a Dynasty Warriors, but it doesn't even get that much right because in Dynasty Warriors, it gives you a tons of fucking fodder enemies and it makes you feel super powerful because you kill everything in one fucking hit. And then they just sprinkle in a couple stronger enemies that you got to pay closer attention to. But like, if you really want to make me feel super, you give me tons of enemies I can just fucking wipe out real fast. But no, they give you like wave after wave of these fucking enemies that take way too long to kill. And it just sucks, man. You're just mashing buttons at that point.
Oh god, I had a feeling too that that's what the game was gonna end up being. I mean, excuse me. If it's fun, if people find it fun coming out, good on you. But I mean, there's better games, man. There's better
Yeah,
games.
I mean, this game's gonna sell like fucking. I mean, this game's gonna do numbers because it's Avengers and shit like that. Like, no one really fucking gives a fuck. Um,
Which bums me out because like there are good like Marvel games out there that push the envelope. Like I still think that the PS4 Spider-Man game is probably like the best Spider-Man game like ever. And it's not just a good Spider-Man game; it's a good game like in general. So it's a huge bummer to see them take like a whole Avengers like license and make something this generic out of it. It's a huge bummer.
Nutri says you want a clone of Dynasty Warriors and a good Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like, yeah, kind of like this. The premise of this game, the premise is not bad. It's just the execution is fucking piss poor. Like, if they can have the game they have now, but give me like a shitload of enemies and just let me kill everything in one hit. And then that would make you feel so good just fucking trashing motherfuckers. Like that's what a superhero would do.
Real talk, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, like does that. It does that very well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
But like the perspective on that is like it's a different kind of game. It's more of like a Diablo. Like I feel like this being like the action in this game is really good. Like that's where the story mode shines. It's like there's a ton of action, almost to like a ridiculous degree, but like that's what you get like in those movies. There's a ton of action as well. There's like action and like cheesy one-liners that are kind of like real fucking stupid, but like that's what you get in those movies. Like, oh yeah, Hulk looks like he looks like the fucking Game of Thrones the Dankles. He looks like
oh
Peter
shit.
Peter.
Now you're talking Peter
He was like,
Dinklage.
yeah. um, yeah, I don't know. This game fucking is not gonna be good, but it'll sell a lot,
Right.
and that's good for them.
New Jiraiya said Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man PS4 because it has more stuff to do. Yes, it has more stuff to do, but that stuff to do is delivering pizzas, grabbing balloons, delivering shit. So yeah, it has more stuff to do, but I'll argue that Spider-Man PS4 has funner stuff to do.
I still need to play that.
It's so good, dude.
It's on
It's
my
fucking
list.
excellent. It's fucking excellent.
I got it for $20. It was $20 on the PS Store, so I have it.
It's worth it. It's so good. Like it as a Spider-Man fan, I can vouch that it nails not just the Spider-Man character, but the Peter Parker character. Like there are missions where you're legitimately like trying to like manage your life as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker. Like there's this scene, I'm not gonna spoil the game, but there's this scene where like you get like kicked out of your apartment, and as Spider-Man, you need to like find out where your landlord took your shit.
Wow.
Like it's pretty funny. Like it's a lot of fun. Um, Plus the story's like really good. Like as a Spider-Man fan, I loved it. It could be like its own movie. It's so good. Like I love it. I love it so much. My favorite line in the game, again, minor spoiler, but the villain finds out who you are at the end of the game, which isn't really a spoiler. I mean, that's Spider-Man like storytelling 101. The villain knows who you are. They call you Peter Parker during the fight. And the villain looks at you and he's like, "You're looking tired, Peter." And you respond back with, "I'm not tired. I'm just hurt." as you're like falling apart. It's fucking awesome. That's the most Spider-Man-ass Spider-Man line I've ever heard in my life, and I love it. Like the game's phenomenal. Like it gets my seal of approval. Go fucking play it right now.
So I also this is not a game, it's more of a thing that I did.
Oh,
But
yeah?
I watched that the Sims game show.
Sims game show. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a Sims game show. I don't know if you remember, they announced it at EA Play, the last EA Play they did. They announced it there, and it aired last month, I think. And it's out now in its entirety. It's only 4 episodes, so it's a
So what is it? Like a competitive like game show, or is it like a
yeah.
machinima? Like
It's a competitive like reality game show. So they bring in 12, I guess they're YouTubers. I don't think they're YouTubers. Maybe they are YouTubers. And they compete for $100,000 in the Sims game show. That's it.
I mean, $100,000 is a lot of money, dude.
It's called The Sims Sparked.
That sounds cool. I'm not gonna watch it, but it sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, I watched it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, what would you recommend it?
Nah, actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's actually, I was watching it. I was like, well, when they announced it, I was like, I'm not sure how you're gonna do this, but that sounds like a bad idea.
Zavrin calls me a man of the people.
Hey, man, we do what we can do. You know, we do what we can do. But it's actually not that bad. It's like, it's okay. Like, I mean, as far as like these reality shows go, it's not that bad. They what they do is they bring in like they break them off into teams of 3, so it's like 12 people in 4 teams, and each team has like they have a builder who like focuses on like building everything. They have a modeler that creates all the characters. And then they have a which I never knew how important this was until they fucking did it in this thing, but a storyteller that builds a story around what everyone else does. And boy, if you fucking like didn't tell me that like people really care about story in Sims games, I would never known, because they really care about fucking story.
I mean, it's not uncommon. Like people will like make their Sims character and they'll like write a whole background around them, and
yeah, I guess so. Also, almost entirely all female. There was only 2 males there.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but like that's kind of the Sims demographic there.
Yeah. But you know, you don't know until you see it, and it's like, okay, yeah, this makes sense.
I'm not shitting on or anything. I'm sure like people who like it go ahead and play it, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah, Zavram said, I thought people played The Sims so they can play God with their sociopathic tendencies. That's what I tend to do. Like, you know, you make a family and then like have a little story, and then you burn the house down and then watch them drown in the pool and shit like that. You know, that's what I tend to do. But like, or like in Sim City, you know, you build your city up and then like you bring the aliens out and like just bring out Godzilla and then you see what happens. But you know, that's just me. But yeah, it's not that bad actually. Yeah, I didn't recognize anyone there except there was one chick there who was on the Twitch TV game show, reality show. Which, yes, Twitch TV had a reality show. I think it was like a year or 2 ago. They had 2 seasons of it. And there was another chick there who was a judge from BuzzFeed, and she's the one that did the you've probably seen it. There's like a 100 kids challenge. where you try to get 100 babies. I think that's what it
I've
is.
never heard of that. The
Well,
way you
anyway,
were like, you've
she
probably seen it. You were like, you've probably seen it. I was like, I've never seen this before in my life.
she
I've
blew up.
never
She
heard.
blew up on BuzzFeed and like YouTube and shit for that. But yeah,
I've never heard that. I can honestly
she'd be
say
the
this is
only
the
person
first
you'd
time.
know. Like
Okay,
if you knew
I can
anyone
honestly
on there,
say.
she'd be the only one. So
I can honestly say like this is the first time I've heard that series of words spoken together that way.
well, you know, I guess I'm the one that's just fucking torturing myself with all this shit. But yeah, there you go.
When you do it, so we don't have to, man.
Exactly.
Let's
Um,
get to the news.
yeah.
Talked about this a little bit last week, but Fortnite was pulled from the Apple App Store. If I remember correctly, Fortnite was introducing like an alternative to buy their in-game currency. Like they're off, like they're advertising in the game. Hey, you could spend like $10 to buy this on the Apple Store, but if you go onto the Epic Store, you can buy it from us for like $8. And when
Yeah.
Apple noticed that, they took that shit down. Um, since Epic's been responding with one of my favorite things is an advertisement held at an in-game event that was a parody of Apple's 1984 commercial with
Yes.
that like throwing a mallet at a TV, which was phenomenal. Like,
It's funny because the Fortnite kids have no fucking clue what this is.
no, not at
Um,
all.
Also, it's slightly, I would say this is slightly irresponsible on the part of Epic because they are weaponizing their audience on some shit that these kids don't know shit about, man.
Yeah,
All they know is oh, they took away my Fortnite. Fucking rage, 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 get them, get them, get them. Like they have no clue what the fuck's going on. Like they're trying to make themselves out look like a hero
yeah,
when like there's like real shit going on in the world right now
yeah. Not
where
just that, but like if they signed an agreement with Apple to put that'd be like if I opened up a store in the mall and I didn't pay like my monthly rent to keep my store open, and I got pissed off when they closed me down.
yeah.
Like you have there's a deal there, dude. Like you have to stick.
Well,
Is it a
like
shitty deal? Yes, it is. But you stuck. But you agreed to it.
but like I don't know shit about the like antitrust laws and shit like that. So I don't know. Um I mean I do look, I'll be the first motherfucker to say like fuck Apple. Like I fucking hate Apple. I will never buy another Apple product the rest of my fucking life. So anything that puts them in their place, all about it. But I feel like this is a money squabble and nothing more. Like they don't give a fuck about like embettering the platform. They just want their money, and Apple wants their money.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's why
because
like I don't
fucking
have like a huge. I don't have a fucking dog in this race at all, man. But like I feel like Epic should like they made it. They signed a contract, dude. Like you made an agreement here. You can't be. If you can't stick to that agreement, they take your shit off the Apple Store. Like that's
it's just
simple as that.
it's ironic that Epic are the ones doing this when they have a platform of their own on PC where they are actively like pushing for exclusivity on of their platform and they bought fucking Psyonix and they're removing Rocket League from Steam. Like I don't know how like how comparative that is to what like Apple's doing, but in my eyes it's damn near the same fucking thing. Like you got a platform of your own where you're kind of doing the same shit. So I don't really
Yeah,
see. It's just ironic to me that they're doing this. But
like it's because it's not coming from a moral thing. It's a money thing.
yeah,
Like nobody gives a fuck about the ethics of what's going on. They just want to get their cut. Everyone wants a piece of that Fortnite pie, dude. That's it. Like
yeah. So yeah,
so,
they've filed legal action against both Apple and Google Play. They've been removed from Google Play Store as well, but nobody gives a fuck about that. So
Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens if something comes out about it that could change like how games are sold on mobile platforms. But I'm not really interested.
yeah,
Some bigger news though, Nintendo just had their Indie World showcase. Like what,
yeah,
2-3 hours ago?
yeah.
5 hours
Just
ago. I'm way off.
you
Um,
just missed it.
yeah, and it was pretty dope, dude. They announced a bunch of indie games coming. Hades is coming to Switch, which is crazy because that's still for PC. It's still an Epic exclusive, right? Hades.
No, that just came to Steam. I don't know if it just came to Steam, but is on Steam now. I do believe.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, Hades is like the new Super Giant Games game. You know, people who
Yeah,
play Bastion, Transistor, same team.
yeah.
So it's cool that that's coming to Switch. God, they announced so much shit. Hypnospace Outlaw was one I was not expecting.
I don't even know how
I'd
that
heard
works
about
on a.
exactly like how it's a PC game. Like the whole point of the game is that you're on like a virtual like computer.
Yeah. Hypnosis is very cool. I streamed that when it came out, and
Yeah,
yeah, very unique and surreal experience, but also like very funny too. If you're from that time and get the jokes, that is.
yeah. Like the whole game is just browsing like 90s internet. It's the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
Um, which it looked cool. I want to play it for a while, but I have no idea how that's going to work on Switch. Like that
yeah,
kind of ruins the immersion that you're like browsing this like these old websites when you're not doing it on a computer. But whatever. Excuse me. Spiritfarer comes out today. Looks interesting. It's like a weird like how can I describe it? Like a feel good like building sim game where you build this ship and you ferry
yeah,
like spirits to the afterlife. It looks cool. The artwork looks amazing. Like it looks like if someone had
yeah.
told me this was based on like a Cartoon Network cartoon, I would have believed it because the
I
artwork.
wish my Switch wasn't fucking busted because I want to play this.
Oh really? This
Yeah.
tickles your fancy. This tickles your taint,
Well,
as you like.
it did when they showed it before, and I was like, oh, what is that? Like, yeah, I want to play this.
Nice. Well, it looks interesting. Again, not my cup of tea, so I'm probably gonna skip on it. Garden Story is another one that got announced. That one's a little different. It's how can I describe it?
Like
It's
a
like a town builder game,
like a
right?
like a like one of those Harvest Moon games that are popular now.
Yeah, but you
Man,
have
can I
more.
just say, fucking Nintendo fucking sucks when they're putting their shit up like on the YouTube channel. Like after you have an event, you gotta have all the fucking trailers on the channel so that they deleted the stream, so I can't even the thing I linked to in the thing doesn't work. So
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
super
get these
shitty.
I can't get these videos. So um, but yeah.
It's fine.
Anyway,
We're gonna have to go through them kind of fast because there's a ton of games, and I don't want to spend all day on this.
yeah,
But I want to give every game like its time, though. Like I'm not just
yeah,
gonna. Oh, that looks cool, and then go ahead. Like I want to talk about it a little bit. Subnautica is coming out along with its expansion. That's set to come out 2021. Um, which is cool. I mean, Subnautica is doing really well on PC and consoles, other consoles right now. So it's cool that the Switch is getting it.
yeah.
Nothing new. They didn't announce like any specific Switch features, but it is cool that it's happening. Next, we have. God, I'm not going to pronounce this right. Takeshi and Hiroshi.
This game looks cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, it does.
The whole
It's
premise of this is fucking cool, man.
like I didn't know what I was getting into when I was watching the trailer. Excuse me. And then like it keeps changing art styles. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. So it's like your little brother is like dying or something, and you're like making video games for him, but they can't be too hard or too easy because you know they have to be a game that a kid can play. So yeah, it's like you're making video games for your little brother. It's really cool, real sweet.
Yeah, it's and they're all like different styles. Like there's like an RPG, and there was one that was like an isometric like action game that looked really cool. Like it's really you're right. It is it's really cute. It's really sweet. I feel like the story behind this is gonna make me cry, so I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna skip this. Nah, joking aside, like I do want to play this, and it's coming. It's out today. It's supposed to
yeah.
launch later today. Another one that I was really into was Raji, an ancient epic. Raji looks fucking cool. It's
Very cool. This game's being developed in India, which is like you don't
yes,
get to see a lot of. There was that one game like Rhyme, I think, was coming out of South America. Like I like to see games that are very reminiscent of. They try to bring in their like local cultures.
yeah, especially since these are cultures I don't get exposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being a gamer, like I see a lot of Japanese culture, Eastern culture is really prevalent in video games, along with Western culture for things like first person shooters, even RPGs like take like a Western like medieval like look to them. So it's really cool to see this game that's purely like Eastern, not just Eastern, but like Indian,
Yeah,
like straight out of India, like the music straight out of India, the architecture and the game straight out of India. And it's really cool to see that because this is something I get exposed to. And to top it off, it's like an action game, and it looks like a lot of fun to play. I might end up picking this one up. We'll see how I feel. But I'm playing so many games right now. I don't want to pick it up unless like I have time to dedicate to it.
yeah. I remember like Guacamole was another one that was like, man, there's like
Oh,
Mexican vibes
bro.
out the ass on this.
Oh, bro, don't even get me started on Guacamole. I still think Guacamole is like probably one of, if not the best, like 2D Metroidvanias like out there.
Yeah,
Like it's so much fun. The game's hilarious. The sequel's even funnier, and the gameplay's even better. God damn, I love me some Guacamole. Um, then Bear and Breakfast. This one's fucking weird. Um, I say weird, but like not in a bad way. Like it's in a really neat way. It's like a it's like a business simulator. Like you're running like an inn, but the big gimmick is that you're completely taking apart. You're building the whole thing from scratch. It's like God, how can I describe it? It's kind of like The Sims or like Animal Crossing, where you build your own little thing,
yeah.
and you play as a bear, which is really cool. Like this is another like Cartoon Network looking game. Like I like the animation. The bear's walk cycle is really funny. It makes me laugh the way he kind of like stumbles around. He's like, "What up? I'm a bear."
Yeah, they don't have any. They don't have the video for this on their channel. So, but
I'm looking at a video right now.
like I could do that, but they should have it on their fucking channel.
Yeah,
Um,
I had
they
to find it on the Armor Games, the publisher. I had to find it on, or the developer. I had to find it on their YouTube channel.
they said 2021 for this, and I'm like, this is gonna take until 2021. Like this, not to like shit on it or anything, but like it didn't look. Uh, It didn't look particularly, or maybe they expect to expand it before then. I guess maybe I don't know. Didn't look like the type of game that would like. I expected everything they showed here to launch today, including that. But
I could see why it might take a little while. I mean, the art all looks hand drawn. I don't see a 3D asset here like at all. And
sure,
from what
but
I see here,
even
everything
then,
doesn't
like
look.
a lot of what they showed was like a lot of reused assets. Maybe they plan to like expand the assets, but
Maybe.
it does look good. I like the look of it, but
Yeah, I do too. Like, it's a really cool looking game. Again, if this was based on like some Cartoon Network like property, I would have believed it because the artwork straight up looks like a cartoon, and I love that.
yeah,
Man, more games need to be like hand drawn. I love the way hand drawn games look.
definitely like Odin Sphere. is one. Like the Vanillaware games look fucking
Yes.
incredible.
If we could talk about Vanillaware really quick, their
Yeah.
new game, 13 Sentinels, I'm not feeling it.
Have they shown
For
any
real.
more of that? I don't remember. Didn't they show that at like the Switch like reveal event, like before the Switch even came out?
13 Sentinels? Yeah, they showed it like forever ago. And
That
it
was
came
like,
out in Japan already, I think. Like it's
oh
coming
really?
out on PS4 and stuff like the next couple weeks.
Or maybe it was a PS4 they showed it at. I don't remember where they showed it, but I remember seeing it a long time ago and then never
We're
seeing it
gonna talk
again.
about it at the end of the show because like I got some beef with that game, dude.
Okay.
Like we'll talk about the end of the show. Another game that's coming out is A Short Hike, which when I first saw this, I thought, is Nintendo still releasing 3DS games?
Okay, no, you're not wrong because dude, it looks fucking terrible. It looks terrible, man. I don't know why it looks like that. I mean, like it's kind of charming, like it kind of works, but at the same time, that's not how this game is supposed to look. that
I
is that
wouldn't
is
mind it. I don't mind the design, like the textures and stuff, but it looks like the resolution is running at like 360p.
yeah, I don't know why it looks like that. It's not it does not look like that uh on
Yeah.
PC. I guess I don't
What,
know. There's
I
some
don't
like
think that
tech.
already or
No, yeah, it's been on PC for a long time. It was Epic exclusive, I think, for a while. It's on Steam
really?
now. Yeah, it's out. It's out. And it does not look like this, but I don't know. It works though. It works, but it's not supposed to look like that.
I'm
um,
looking at the trailer on Steam and it looks just like that.
really?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like I don't know. It's kind of charming, so maybe like that's what they're going for, but you can get this like cell shaded look without like turning down the resolution.
Yeah. I remember it
I don't want
looking
to. I don't
crisp.
want to shit on.
I remember
Yeah.
it being crisp though. Maybe maybe my memory is wrong on that. Maybe it's a Streisand effect. Is that what that's called? Mandela effect.
Yes, the Streisand effects are totally different.
What is that one?
The Streisand effect is when you try like really hard to like keep people from seeing something
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Okay.
to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, no. Maybe I'm just misremembering how it really looked. In my
Um,
mind, it was crisp though.
a really neat looking game. This is one that like this one made me like raise an eyebrow. Was a Card Shark.
Yeah, this one looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's not a video of this on their channel.
To those of you who didn't see it, Card Shark is like a card game simulator. I keep using the word simulator, just a card game. But
Yeah.
the big gimmick of the game is you can cheat.
Not
And the
that you
game like
can cheat, but like they want you to
encourages you
cheat.
to- yeah,
Yeah.
I think it encourages you to cheat. Like you win by cheating. And in the trailer, it shows someone like getting caught and then getting shot. Like it's really cool. And again, it's another like hand-drawn game that looks fucking awesome. I really like the way it looks. I like this idea. I'm not a big fan of like card games myself, but
Yeah.
a game that encourages you to cheat at playing cards, like that might be like the gimmick I need to like get into it.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Um,
I want to try that. I'm not good
dude,
at card games. I don't even know how to play like poker and shit, but
I mean, me neither, man, but I know how to cheat at stuff. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, I can cheat my ass off, so.
um, then next we got Torchlight 3, which is
Yeah.
really cool. It's coming this year, fall 2020. For those of you who never played Torchlight, it's like a Diablo clone. Some people like it more than Diablo. I think those people are wrong, but Torchlight's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a
This
fun,
game's
cheap alternative to Diablo.
it's still early access on Steam. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure if that is the release date, like officially, but or if it's just gonna release in early access on consoles. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's always weird when early access game, it's console because they don't really tell you that, hey, this game's not finished technically, but
Yeah, which was like kind of it seems kind of scummy, but like
like
whatever.
the most scummy of that I've seen is like 7 Days to Die came out
Oh
on
yeah,
console like years ago. That game is
I
still early
forgot.
access. That game has been in early access since like 2012 on PC,
Man,
right?
it
And
still
then
runs like dog shit.
the fucked up thing they did on PS4 was, well, on console, is they put Telltale Games published it on a console. So all you see is that game, zombie game, and Telltale Games underneath it, and you're like, "Oh shit, Telltale put out a new like zombie game." Oh shit, not knowing that it's fucking completely unfinished, like very unfinished, and yeah,
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine who like fell into that trap, and he picked it up thinking it was like a fun like zombie survival game. And like a week later, he stopped playing it, and I asked him why. And he's like, "Oh, because the game runs like dog shit."
yeah,
Like he flat out admitted the game was like buggy, unfinished. Like it feels unfinished as fuck, and
yeah,
that's the worst part of it. Next game we have is Manifold Garden, which is this trippy like puzzle game. Like it
yeah,
kind of reminds me of like The Witness, but more like metaphysical. Does that make sense?
yeah. It's like a non-Euclidean puzzle game. I think
Yeah.
that's how they used to describe this. Almost like, if you remember Echo Chrome on PSP or PS3, it's kind of like what this is, except in full 3D. Um, it's cool. It's trippy. This game's out on PC, so this is
Yeah,
another
I
one that's
saw
been out
the
for a
reviews
while.
getting yeah, it's getting pretty decent reviews.
Yeah,
The trailer I'm seeing is from the PS4 trailer that came out today too. It looks interesting. Like if you like puzzle games, I mean, if you like puzzle games and trippy shit, this might be fun to look into.
yeah.
Next game we have is Evergate. So
Um, is
Evergate.
is this the one that looked like a broke ass Ori in the Blind Forest? That's a bad way
I
to
was
describe it, dude.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's
Looks
mean
like
to
Ori in the
say.
Blind Forest.
There's actually more to
Um,
it than that, but
yeah, there's quite a bit more to it. Instead of being like a Metroidvania, it's more of like, how can I word it? Like an obstacle course. Like,
it's more puzzly.
yeah, like, God, how can I word it? Instead of like discovering like a big open area, you're going through you're running through like obstacle courses. And each obstacle course, sometimes they're reflex based, sometimes they're like logic based. And as you go through it, you're like, the story is that you're a child's soul basically making your way through the afterlife, and as you continue ahead, you're discovering more about your life, which could be interesting. Watching the gameplay looks really cool. I like the this weird like metaphysical idea that it has. um I don't know. I'm probably not going to pick it up. Actually, I
Yeah.
might. If it's not too expensive, I might pick it up. But
It just looks so much like, it's so much like Ori, dude.
yeah, and I
um
know, and they're trying like hard like to differentiate themselves from it,
yeah,
but
I
it
mean, they're
looks
not.
like Ori on a lower budget.
Yeah,
And
not
it's
to,
not even the game's fault. It's like the one move that he's using is what makes it look like Ori.
even like the enemy, like that bird enemy, is like straight out of Ori. Like
Oh
they could have done that differently. I mean, come on.
yeah. I haven't played Ori yet. I should. It's on Xbox Game Pass, isn't it, Ori?
Yeah, I just started Will of the Wisps, and that's probably my game of the year right now.
Really?
I just started it, and I'm like, oh, okay, why did I not? I know why I didn't, because it was fucking busted when I started it the first time. But it looks like they fixed it, and it is like fucking good. So much better than that first game too. Like immediately better. That I'm like, oh yeah, this is, yeah.
Oh God. Okay, now we got this. So in this part of the show, like a rapid fire, like showing off games. How do you
Yeah,
want to tackle this? You want to just Do you want to give them as much time as Nintendo did, or
No, yeah, just name drop them because I don't even like. There's not much to go off of except okay. So there's a game called Haven, a game called Going Under, the Red Lantern, Unrailed. See, I'll stop when I know a game. Unrailed is like it's like Undercooked or Overcooked, but with trains, pretty much. Um, Struggling, Inmost, She Dreams Elsewhere. This one I actually want to look more into right now because I think this is someone's no, this is not okay. Never mind. It's not what I thought it was. Or is it? I thought this was the Undertale guy, Toby Fox. But it is okay. It's inspired by Undertale.
what's it called? She Dreams Elsewhere.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this game.
Neither did I, but it looked so much like Undertale that I thought it was Toby Fox.
Oh shit, that does look like Undertale. Dude, Toby Fox is gonna sue somebody.
Yeah, it looks all right. I think it gets crazier. Let's see. Yeah.
Watching the combat, it looks weird as shit. And then probably like the biggest news to come out of this Nintendo showcase. Untitled Goose Game is getting a multiplayer update.
Yay!
So now you want to play with your buddy and terrorize people as a big scary honking goose. You can do it now. I love that shot in the trailer where that kid's like crying because he's scared, and those two goose are like running around him in a circle, like honking aggressively at him.
Yeah,
like that shot in the trailer made me laugh so goddamn hard, dude.
Yeah, this game is just dumb fun.
I want to play it. Like, it looks really fun. I want to play Metal Goose Solid. That's what I was calling it before it came out. I mean, let's be honest. Like the camera angles look like PS1 and Metal Gear Solid.
Kinda, yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
You play the goose and you fuck shit up. Like, it's so funny. Look at that. Just
yeah,
it just makes me laugh, dude. Like the way they fuck with people. It's really funny.
Yeah. That's
There's something about Goose. Dude. I don't like them. I don't trust Goose. Like they're mean, aggressive animals.
I've never run into a.
Oh, I love it.
And his glasses fell off too, man. That's fucked up.
We don't want to mess with Goose. Like most like big birds are like really aggressive for like no reason. Like goose, ostrich, emu, like they're all like really aggressive birds. They're practically dinosaurs. I had an uncle who had a farm like up in Mexico, and this dude had raised like bull, he'd raised horses, cattle, all kinds of shit. And he tried like raising ostrich, and he gave up after like a year because they were like too mean.
Yeah, I'm not a bird fan in general.
Another cool announcement. I wasn't expecting this, but Sucker Punch is adding a free multiplayer mode to Ghost of Tsushima.
Nobody expected this. This was like fucking incredible.
Which is interesting because like there's a lot of argument whether what's the better like PS4 exclusive right now, like Last of Us 2 or Ghost of Tsushima. And we were talking about how Last of Us 2 could have more staying power if they released a multiplayer mode. Yeah. And like 2 weeks after we talked about that, here we go. Ghost of Tsushima's dropping a multiplayer mode.
And like it's so much more different than the stuff that's already in that game because this seems more like it's going the more like Japanese folklore route, whereas the rest of the game is real just grounded in reality, more traditional history based. So like this is really fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's not like a competitive multiplayer mode, like it's a co-op multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
Take on like mid-Japanese legends and creatures.
It looks like there's 4 different characters, and each one has like a different ability set. There's an archer. There's a like a Ronin. Yeah,
Excuse
can't
me.
really tell.
Like, yeah, it looks cool as shit, dude. Like I'm into it. Like I might. God, I should pick this game up now. Now that I know this is coming out. Like this might be
Uh,
what that game needed to like differentiate itself a little bit.
I mean, I don't know if that's enough, but no, the game is good. The game's good. I'm not gonna like shit
Yeah,
on it
like
like that.
I haven't played it yet, so like this might be worth like checking out just so I can play it now. Because like I've been looking for an excuse to buy the game and I was waiting for it to go on sale. I mean the the multiplayer update still not gonna come out till like fall, so I
Yeah.
should still wait till it goes on sale. But that's gonna be something cool to look forward to once I start playing it.
Again, it's cool. Like when everyone wants to nickel and dime you for fucking everything.
Yeah,
It's cool when when someone just has a game that's
shit.
not even like a game that's not even like breaking records or anything. I mean, it's doing well, but it's cool that they still have time to just fucking we'll just throw this out for free and not charge people for it.
On top of that, we got some new trailers for some other games.
Yeah.
Master Roshi is coming to Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I didn't expect that. Also, I sometimes I change how I pronounce the game. I'll pronounce it Dragon Ball Fighters and Dragon Ball Fighter Z. If that pisses you off, cool. That's the point.
What's
Um,
the lore on that? What's the canon?
dude, who cares? It's Dragon Ball. Like,
Oh, it's not just Master Roshi. It's a seventh Goku, an eighth Goku.
yeah.
uh, how many Gokus are in this game?
Well, I haven't played it yet. I want
Oh,
to though. Everyone keeps telling me it's Marvel versus Capcom, but better.
yeah.
Um, but if I remember correctly, there's like regular Goku, there's Super Saiyan Goku, Instinct Goku, Dragon Ball GT Goku. God, a lot of Gokus. You know what? Let's Google it. How many Gokus are in Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
Well, they're adding two more in this update, so
If you're talking about that chick there in the beginning, that's not a Goku. That's Kefla.
it said Goku. Or maybe it said Goku before they showed Goku. We're adding another Goku. Or was that Goku already there? I don't know.
Holy shit! There's 5 different versions of Goku in Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, there's so 2 came in the base game. There's regular Goku and Super Saiyan Goku. Then there's Ultra Instinct Goku with the blue hair. There's Dragon Ball GT Goku where he's like a kid. And then this weird silver-haired Goku, which I haven't been playing.
I don't know shit. I don't know shit about like Goku. Like,
Oh, I got mixed up. Sorry. The blue Goku Super Saiyan Blue. The silver-haired one's Ultra Instinct. I haven't been watching Dragon Ball Super. I'm sorry. I want to, but God, there's so many episodes out now. I'll have a Funimation account. I can probably catch up on it.
oh, there's Funimation too, like streaming.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was saying this to, but like it's gotten ridiculous now the amount of streaming service it like everyone like is like cable cutting and ditching their satellite or TV subscriptions only to replace it with fucking streaming subscriptions. Like I
Well, here's what's
don't.
cool. Like my brothers and I, Zavram said it's cable with extra steps. It absolutely is. But here's where I get away with it. My brothers and I all like work together to get all these streaming services. So like right now, I'm paying for Netflix and Hulu. I have Amazon more for Amazon Prime, but I get Amazon Video with it, but I don't really watch it. And my brothers pay for HBO, Disney Plus, what else? HBO, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, and we all just kind of share each other's passwords. Is it against the
uh,
terms of service, Avram? Yeah, it is. But
Well, I
like,
know Like my mom lets me use her Netflix account, and that's the only thing I use. And you can actually set like family members in that. So I like they let you do that to a certain extent.
The point of the terms of service is that it's supposed to be in the same household. So, like, you have multiple TVs, multiple people,
Uh
they can set their own profile, but they're not intending you to like give it to like other friends and family so they can watch it at their house.
yeah, my mom gives away her account. Like it's fucking like everyone she works with has that account.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Every time I log in, I have to like search for my name and the thing, like who's been using my account, and then I go into my account. And it's supposed to keep your shit separated. So like if you like watch certain things on your account, it's not going to suggest like Gossip Girl and shit. But every time I go in there, there's some fucking dumb shit. Like, did you want to continue watching Sex in the City? I'm like, no, I don't want to continue. I don't even fucking watch that shit. Anyway, Hulu does have a lot of anime. If you like anime, Hulu got you
It
covered.
does. It does. And fun fact, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is on Hulu and on Netflix, but it's only uncensored on Hulu. So for
Wow.
some reason it's fucking censored on Netflix. Yeah. I was so excited when JoJo dropped on Netflix. I was showing it to my brother because he hadn't seen it yet. So he came over to my place. We had some dinner, and I was like, dude, I'm fucking showing you JoJo now. And I was like, wait, this is censored. Like halfway through, I noticed it. And I watched, like, I pulled out my phone. I played the same episode on Hulu side by side. And sure enough, it was uncensored on Hulu. And they blacked everything out on Netflix.
Hulu also has the it has the English dub. Where do you fall on the dub versus sub debate?
So here's my thing. I don't mind dubs as long as they're
Yeah.
done pretty well. And a lot of companies can do them pretty well. Like I'm watching I need to finish the same way I started. That's my thing.
Yeah.
The Jotaro dub is trash. I'll be honest with Zavram. The JoJo dub is trash. Well, I wouldn't say trash. That's being mean, but you do miss out on a lot of like. I feel like the humor is accentuated more in Japanese. But I do need to finish a show with how I start. So if I start the show in Japanese, I will continue to watch in Japanese. If I start in English, I need to continue watching in English. I
Yeah.
can't
And
just do
even if
Japanese.
I finish one, it's hard for me to like go back and watch it in like the other language.
Same. I need to watch it in the language I started with. But there are some shows that have really good dubs. Like Beastars just came out on Netflix. That show's fucking phenomenal, and so is the dub. I would argue the dub's better than the sub. Um, what else is really good?
It's hard for me to watch comedy in Japanese because I feel like some of the jokes don't translate. Like if the dub is good, they'll re
Textualize it.
yeah, they'll retextualize. Like I remember I was watching like Rave Master, and they had like Britney Spears jokes. I mean, this was back in the time that where Britney Spears was popular, but like they had like Britney Spears jokes and like jokes that like hit in America that wouldn't hit in Japan. So it made it a little easier to understand.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind it. And like Atlas has some of the best dubs like out there, dude. Like Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, anything Atlas puts out, like is gonna have phenomenal dubbing. Like they do great localization.
Yeah.
Catherine has some of the best like voice acting I've heard in like a Japanese game. Um, so that's why I say just whatever makes you more comfortable, man. There are some fucking shows that I just cannot watch in Japanese. Like Doro Doro just came out on Netflix. I watched the whole thing in English because that's what I speak. I tried to watch it in Japanese. That show is so fucking crazy and so much shit's happening. It's impossible to keep up while you're reading subtitles.
I don't even know what that is. I thought I was the weeb.
It's fucking hilarious. Like seriously, go on Netflix, watch Doro Doro. It just came out. It's fucking funny. It's a really funny, like dark, like a big concept of the show is that characters are like there's a lot of magic in the show, and in the show people can just heal you, like magically heal you. So characters like get fucked up, like they lose limbs and they just continue on like it's nothing, and they make jokes about it. Like it's a really funny, like dark comedy, and I love it. That's my anime recommendation for the week. Go
All
watch
right.
Dory.
Here's your anime hour. Brenry posted a long story here.
I saw about Mike Matei from AVGN and wrestling. And
Yeah,
yes,
Brenry.
Doro is weird as fuck, but that's the charm, man. That's the charm of the show. And I know you like JoJo. You're talking about JoJo right now. How you gonna say Doro's weird as fuck, but say JoJo's okay? Is it though? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Um, moving on. But I swear to God, we're a video game podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify or any other platform, just know that we do this live on twitch.tv/Gameoverse. Also on YouTube for now, for the time being. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know until you say something. So just know that if you're watching on YouTube, say something. We talk back to you. So, Linkin Park is coming to Beat Saber,
which surprises me that it took this long to get Linkin Park on Beat Saber.
Yeah, well, on PC you can kind of add whatever the fuck you want, so it's weird. Like, man. Also, never mind. How well does this game how well does this game play on PlayStation, man? I feel like those Move controllers do not have the accuracy you would want for a game like this.
I don't know, man. I never played the game in general. It looks fun as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to buy a VR just for Beat Saber.
I wouldn't do that, but sure. I'm a man who loves his rhythm games, but
oh yeah,
I don't like a lot of movement. This is more of a workout.
I'm a man who likes rhythm games. I'm also a man who doesn't like working out.
Well, I like working out, but not like with gear on me, or like not when I can't see shit. I don't like swinging. Like, I get a small space here, so like if I'm swinging my hands like that and can't see shit, it's a catastrophe is gonna happen.
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, Beat Saber looks dope. Linkin Park is dope.
Exactly. I love me some Linkin Park. And honestly, if I had VR, I would have already owned Beat Saber, and I probably would have bought that too.
Yeah.
Next game we got coming up is Fallen Knight, which from the beginning, when I first saw this trailer at the very start, I was like, this is some weird looking cheap action game. But then I saw the gameplay and holy shit, like there's so much stuff happening. Like this looks like Devil May Cry in 2D.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a lot of fun. I'm super into it. It's got two things I love. It's got great, really fast combat, which I love. It's a 2D platformer, which I also love. Like it looks like Mega Man crossed with Devil May Cry, and I'm into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Mighty Number 9, but good.
Yeah,
with a sword. Also, Zavin said, Zavin asked how small we're talking. I got length, but I don't got a lot of width. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, man.
What?
I love you, man. All right, what we got next? Rogue Legacy 2 got a trailer, which...
Hold up. Clay said Mighty Number 9 wasn't all bad. Dude, I've never met another person who shared the same sentiment that I had about that game, which is it's not that bad, dude. Like, it had a lot of cool ideas. Like, instead of killing enemies, it encouraged you to get them down to just enough health, and then you dash into them. So it kind of has this risk versus reward thing where if you don't kill an enemy completely and you dash into them at the exact moment, you get a bonus. So you kind of had to weigh your you had to get real good at just bringing an enemy down and dashing into them.
I didn't think it was that bad, but it wasn't that tight in my opinion. The gameplay didn't feel how could I word it? When I play Mega Man, there's an expectation for game feel. And I didn't get that Mighty Number 9. In fact, I will argue that when Capcom released Mega Man 11, what was it, a year or 2 years later? I will argue that game was way better than Mighty Number 9.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but it had some cool ideas.
It had some cool ideas, but cool ideas isn't enough to like keep you playing.
Yeah, I don't know. I beat that game, so fuck you.
Rogue Legacy 2. It's Rogue Legacy 2, man. I don't know what else you want me to say. If you never played Rogue Legacy, why not? It's a
This
pretty fun game.
this game just came out. I'm going to play this, so
Yeah.
yes, it's
So
out.
what I've seen with this one, it's more Metroidvania, and still maintains like some very light Rogue elements, but it's
Yeah,
more Metroid from what I've seen so far. Maybe if you play it, if you stream it, I'll watch it because it looks interesting. What else we got? Oh fuck, I'm dying. What is this? We got a game called Helheim's Hassle. We got a 20-minute first look at it.
a lot of these I didn't know what the fuck they were until I until I pulled them up. So, I really don't know what this is.
It looks like a 2D, like I can't tell. It's like an action game or like a point and click adventure.
See what the description says. This is from IGN. It says, check out the opening of this limb-flinging puzzle platformer. That's it. They said the voice acting is next level. Let me turn this up a little.
I watched a couple clips from it. It looks pretty funny. From the scene I'm watching, the dude took his head off and now he's like rolling around.
I like the look of it. It looks pretty cool. You know, that's what we do. We pull up some random shit and don't know what the fuck it is.
And we knew most of the stuff. It's just this one caught me off guard.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle game for sure. I fast forward a little bit towards the middle. And the dude like took his head off and now he's controlling his head and his body like separately.
Must be something like Double Fine would put out.
Right? It looks like some of the games they put out. What was Stick It to the Man and that Viking game they put out forever ago, that Viking beat 'em up. Zombie Viking, that's what it was.
Hey, at least IGN is like covering this. Because no one else is.
Yep.
Like, I would not even know what the fuck. I wouldn't even know this was a thing. Is this out? No, it's not. I don't know. Doesn't say. They could give us a little bit more information about this. I'll say that. Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
another game we got coming out is Orwell's Animal Farm, which I wonder if it has to do with George Orwell. Yeah, it does. It's basically like a video game based on George Orwell's Animal Farm.
Yeah, this is a guy that made Reigns, which was like that card roguelike game, which I had like a Game of Thrones version. Never played it, but
I am very curious how they're going to turn Animal Farm into a video game.
wait, the trailer is like 12 seconds long.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, we're doing it, but I don't see any gameplay on it.
Cool.
Like it's kind of weird to me to like turn a book into a video game.
I don't know about this. You want to explain the context of that?
So, like a book, or because I don't know what the fuck this is about. So, Animal Farm is a book written by George Orwell, the same writer of 1984. The big idea of the book is that the story is that there's this farm, and they don't like the animals, don't like the way they're being treated, so they run the farmer off of the farm. And after they establish their own government, and when they establish their own government, they start treating each other fairly. Yeah, it's a Zavram's hit the nail on the head. It's a metaphorical story about Stalinism because after they throw everyone out, they say we're all equal, we're all going to share everything, and then once they throw out the farmer, the pigs take over, and they start slowly they basically become what they threw out. Is the best way to look at it.
Okay.
They start the animals start oppressing each other, and the pigs start wearing clothes, walking like people. Yeah, like they're basically exactly like the farmer, but worse. That's the best way to describe it, Savram. The story is interesting. It is a really good like metaphor for Stalinism, but I don't know how that's going to translate to a game, though.
Yeah, I
That's
need
what weirds me
to.
out.
Yeah, interesting.
Like
Okay.
a very short like trailer. Like I don't know how it's going to translate to a game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now we have a dev overview of a new game called Sacrifice, which is like a weird like Zelda style like dungeon crawler where
Um.
you're fighting like monsters and going through like a dungeon. It looks kind of interesting. Like the gameplay looks kind of like Binding of Isaac,
I
and it
watched a little
has
bit of this. It's
yeah, I watched a bit too, and it looks interesting. You can play the game on itch.io right now.
yeah.
Like it's playable on itch.io. Um, excuse me. It looks pretty cool. Like Binding of Isaac, you might like this game.
I do like Binding of Isaac, so.
Love me some Binding of Isaac. This might be fun to look into.
But whenever I play a Binding of Isaac type game, it never. Like, I mean, it took me long enough to get into Binding of Isaac. Like, so now when I play a game like it or it tries to be it, it never like hits.
Well, here's the thing with this game that makes it different. It's not a dungeon crawler. I fucked up in saying that. It's more like a boss rush game.
Yeah.
So the story is that you made a debt to the underworld. You have 7 days to pay up that debt. So every day you summon a different nightmare creature to fight and build up enough power to protect yourself when that 7th day comes by.
So what you're
So it's
really
a
trying to
rogue.
say is it's the original concept to Cuphead.
Exactly. And it looks pretty fun actually. Like you spend every day like prepping for the next fight. It's roguelite in the sense that excuse me. It's roguelike in the sense that, it's different every time you play through and your stats are changing, but it looks cool, dude. Like I'm into it.
They gotta have a lot of bosses if it's just a boss rush game,
Yeah.
or it's got to be like extremely difficult, one or the other.
I'm seeing like a ton of different bosses, like looking
Yeah.
at it.
I should be
It's
posting
free
the
to
link
play
to
on
this stuff.
itch.io. Yeah, it's free to play on itch.io. I'll probably check it out after this podcast.
Where is it? Here it is. That is a fucked up link. Hold up. Oh, you know what? Click that. That would probably work. That would probably work for you. YouTube like tries to fuck the links.
Next game we got is Ikaruga is getting a limited physical edition, which you've never played Ikaruga. It's a bullet hell like ship shooter.
Yes, bullet hell ship shooter. One of my
I don't know
favorite
if that's,
genres.
is it really?
Yeah, bullet hell ship shooter, dude. One of my favorites, man.
Oh, you're being a
Um,
jackass.
no, dude. Especially the ones that go up and down.
I legit can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, dude. This is one of the greatest like bullet hell games like ever made. So if you've never played this, fucking probably good reason because you're probably too pussy. This game's hard as fuck too. So
That's the only thing I hear about the game is how hard it is.
yeah. That's it. What is up with these short trailers, man?
Well, I mean, everyone knows what Ikaruga is. It's the trailer for the physical edition coming out.
Yeah, but these like kids today, man, they don't know about this shit. Back in my days, we had, Nintendo GameCube, and we would play this shit, and we had the controllers, and we'd be hitting that button, and we'd be switching from blue to red, and they don't know about that shit, man.
Next we got like a 30-minute reveal, like making of for Shadow of Mordor's Nemesis system.
Very cool stuff here. I'm gonna link this in the thing. I should be linking these, man. I'm bad with the links.
See, it's not every day you get like a behind the scenes look by the devs
Yeah.
about your game. I'll definitely gonna check this out. The Nemesis system in Shadow of Mordor is so fucking cool. I wish like more games had this.
Yeah, that was one of those things where it was like, man, every game is gonna have this shit, man. Can you imagine if like Far Cry had this? Oh man, and then like never, it just never happened until they made a sequel which had it, and then everyone was like, again, yo, dude, look how much better it is in the sequel, man. Oh shit. Can you imagine if like a fucking like Zelda had this shit, and then like you fought like Ganon, and he came back and was like, "Oh man, you really hit me with that Master Sword. You almost got me." Type shit. But yeah, dude. They go in they do a little deep dive here, and it's real interesting. I like stuff like this because there's not a lot of developer commentary in games.
Yeah.
Like you buy like a
Summary of the Nemesis system is you die, enemy that kills you comes back stronger. Dark Souls would be a shit show. I mean, it's
yeah.
more than that, man. Like
It's more than that. It was a whole like hierarchy system. There was a whole like power struggle internally in the game where like each member of the opposition was like fighting with themselves in order to be like the next like chief of their crew.
One thing I really liked is that literally any enemy that killed you. So none of the enemies like look the same. Like they're all procedurally generated, but any enemy that kills you can become the next like chief. And suddenly this enemy that you were fighting that was just a normal like enemy is suddenly gets promoted. They have a name now.
Yeah.
Stats and skills. Like it's crazy. Like they get upgraded
Even if they don't even if they don't kill you, if you just fight them, it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's strong, and you run away. If you come back, they'll remember you, and it's like, hey, remember last time we met, I fucked you up. That's how I got this scar. Remember me, motherfucker? Like they remember everything that you put them through. It's like insane.
Yeah, which is fucking dope. Like you can make your own story on the shit that you played through. Like it's really cool. And I wish I do. Man, why didn't more fucking games copy that? That's such a cool system.
Exactly.
Like, if Far Cry had that, it'd be cool as shit, dude. Man, I'm gonna fucking replay Shadow of Mordor now. It's such a good game.
Yeah,
the game's really good. Like fuck, I need to replay it.
Joker said it reminds me of my life. Yeah, man, I feel you.
Oh man, what do we got next? We got a fan-made game or a trailer for a fan-made game called Battle for Middle Earth. Another fun fact, Lord of the Rings game. It's a fan-made game, which it's like how can I word it? It's an RTS.
It's an RTS. I think this game already exists. I think this is like a remaster or like a remake of that game.
Oh yeah, Battle for Middle Earth Reforged. Okay. Well, how is it a remake? Do they just update the textures? Do they make a whole new game out of it?
I don't know. I never played it, but it looks interesting. I'm not into RTS games. I'll
Same.
be straight up about that, man. Like, this does not
I
tickle my taint. The second time I said tickle my taint this podcast, I think. But it's
I've
just yeah.
tried on more than one occasion to get into RTSs, and it's not my cup of tea, dude. I can't do it.
Yeah.
What have we got next? So we got some gameplay. We got new games coming out, man. Today we got that Microsoft Flight Simulator that came out. Which, how come no one's talking about this game? Like, a big thing about the game is that it simulates the entire Earth using data from Bing Maps. So theoretically, you could like get in a plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator and fly to your house.
People were talking about how fucking up it is.
Oh yeah, already.
uh, yeah. Apparently,
I knew it was too good to be true. I fucking knew. I was like, "There's no fucking way this is gonna work on release. There's no way. There's no way." And I was right. I knew it. We talked about this a couple weeks ago when we announced it.
well, no, like it's fucked up in ways that like you couldn't have predicted. So like people are buying the like special deluxe edition $100 version, and it's supposed to come with a bunch of extra like a bunch of extra planes and a bunch of like extra landing strips and locations and shit like that. But they're not getting the content that shit comes with. So they're upset about that. Apparently it takes a fucking shitload of a long time to install because I think it has its own launcher and that thing's doing some fancy shit that's like breaking the installation process. Apparently it doesn't, I don't think it tells you this in the like system requirements, but it requires it like soft requires an SSD, or like the in-game like streaming that it doesn't fucking work. Yeah, shit like that. So like right now it's like got mixed reviews on Steam. But yeah, people are having fucking problems, dude.
But
Oh,
the
it also
important
like it takes so long to install the additional shit that people can't refund it, which is also a problem.
oh
Since
no, are you
it has its own it has its own launcher, so you have to launch it to install that shit, and that takes it fucks up your like refund if you wait for it to install.
oh that's shitty.
Yeah.
Does it like at least did it at least deliver on what it promised though? Like could I like legit fly to my house? And it'll
Yes,
be like, yo, there's my house.
it does that. It does do that. Like the people who actually like played it say it's incredible.
Oh,
Uh,
according to Renery, it's part of Microsoft Game Pass. I'm not gonna fact check that. So I hope it's right.
yeah,
If it is,
I would assume that's true.
yeah, if it is, I'll probably play it after the show, man. Check it out. I'm like legit just gonna fly to my house though, and then be like, oh, that's cool.
There's no crashing physics in it at all. Yeah,
Oh,
shit
what?
like that. I don't know. It's good if you just want to fly and shit, but it's like future proofed as fuck. Like there's like tech in it that you cannot. There's not a system. It's like it's gonna be the new Crisis. It's gonna be the new Can It Run Crisis game. Because there's no system today that can run it at max. So that's cool.
No, that is cool. Well, I'm glad it's out. It might not be running as well as, or that might not. It didn't release as smoothly as everyone expected, but I'm glad it's out.
Yeah.
Mortal Shell just came out today too. That came out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. It's that like Dark Souls inspired game that we've been talking about for a little bit. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah. Is it
So
me
far,
or is there like seems like there's a lot of Souls games coming out lately? Or is it just like me, just like I don't know. Like there's a lot of these
been
coming
a
out
lot of
now.
Souls likes coming out just in general. Mortal Shell looks pretty interesting, but I'm not a fan of like Souls like games, so it doesn't really interest me. I will admit though, Remnant From the Ashes came out on the Epic Store for free, and that game was fucking fun.
I bought
I
that
never
game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I was surprised at how much I liked it. I didn't think putting guns in a Souls like would make me like it, but it did.
Yeah, it took me a while to kind of warm up to that game. Like, I didn't really like it until I got through like the first boss, and yeah, I don't know. That one was a slow burn for me.
I booted it up. I was playing with my brother. The first time I played it was with my brother, and I
Oh,
fucking
good,
loved
you
it.
had someone to play with. See, I was
Yeah,
alone.
maybe that's why I
'Cause
liked it so much. I was playing with
no one
someone.
was playing that shit when it came out. All of a sudden, when it's free, everyone wants to play it and shit. Okay.
Um, so that's what came out today. I'm sure more stuff came out today, but this is all we're talking about. Nothing's coming out the 19th, but the 20th, we got Battletoads finally coming out on
Yes.
PC and Xbox One. Do you know if it's coming out on Game Pass? It probably is.
I'm sure it will.
I would honestly be surprised if it didn't. Remnant is not a Souls game, though, says New Jiraiya. I mean, it kind of is, though.
I mean, yeah, it is.
It is a Souls like. It doesn't have the same system of like when you die, you gotta go collect your shit again. But like the
Well,
atmosphere, the
people get real
difficulty,
sacred about what is a Souls and what is not a Souls. Like,
which I get why, but I mean, dude,
consider
it's a
Salt and Sanctuary a Souls.
absolutely. I would absolutely say it's a Souls like.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't use 3D combat, it has everything you'd see in a 3D Souls game in two dimensions, and it's fucking great. I love Salt and Sanctuary. Nobody is more elitist than Souls player, says Zavram. Is it Remnant a Destiny game? No, it's not, because Destiny's more like an MMO looter shooter. Remnant is not. It is not a looter shooter. Enemies don't just drop random loot. Every piece of loot you find in the game is already pre-selected and pre-named. It's like Dark Souls, where every piece of loot has like it's preset, pre-named. It has its own backstory and description. You can only get loot by going through these dungeons, and it's like a whole ordeal. Like I got this flail. My brother and I got this flail from going through a dungeon, getting to the end of it, and it was like this huge event. Like we pulled out of a rock, and the game described it. It was like the flail of the dead. Like it's not like Destiny. Like there's not random. You're not going to be finding random guns and then selling them. Like
You're giving too much time to a Brinwy question.
I am. But the point is, Remnant's good. Fucking go play it. The point
Yeah,
is, the game's fun. Go play
I'm
it.
gonna check out Battletoads. That's gonna be
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah, same dude. When is it coming out? Thursday? I work Thursday. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Anniversary Editions coming to mobile, iOS and Android. That game not as good as the first one, but still
I've
good.
never played a Danganronpa game. I keep
Oh
hearing that.
boy, dude. Just play the
Yeah.
first one and then don't play the second one.
Good.
And there's a third one. I'm probably sure you probably shouldn't play that one either, but that first one is like
Which
really
one's the
fucking good.
first one? Is it Trigger Happy Havoc?
Yeah.
It's like $20 on Steam. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm gonna add it to my wish list and buy it when it's cheap, and then probably never play it because that's what I do.
I mean, that first one is a PSP game. Like that should be like $8 at the most.
It was a PS Vita game, and I
It
agree.
was ported. It was ported from PSP to Vita.
Wait, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, that's good to know. I mean, it's coming to iOS, so if you want to play the second one, go ahead. So now for August 21st, we have. I'm gonna fucking butcher this announcement or this
Right.
fucking information. Alcana for Rhythm Across the Blue, which translates to anime bullshit.
Yeah.
No, it's like a visual novel.
It's a Arrow.
Yes, It is a very Arrow visual novel.
Yeah.
For
So
those of you who are into that kind of thing, comes out Switch
that's gonna
and
be on
PS4.
Switch and PS4. They're probably, I would assume they're gonna take the arrow out of it and just keep the visual
Actually,
novel part.
actually, a lot of PS4 games have been censored on PS4 and uncensored on Switch.
Yeah, I noticed that because I got a game on Switch and it had the good stuff that even the PC version didn't have.
Yep.
I was like, oh, is this the new trend here? That's why this
Nintendo's
thing's
trying
selling.
like really hard to get away from like, because back in the day when you got a game on when you got a game on a Nintendo system, it was like neutered compared to like the other games, not just graphically but content wise too. If it had like objectionable content, Nintendo wanted that shit out. Now they're kind of trying to get it backpedal and get away from that image by letting developers release their games pretty much uncensored. They still need to follow ESRB ratings, but as long as it follows ESRB ratings, it's fair game.
The new Vita, man. That's where all that shit ended up. Like at the end of the Vita's life, and now it's just like, well, we got a new Weeb machine, guys. Let's put it all on there.
We got PGA Tour 2K21. So if you just absolutely need to get the newest golf game, there it is. I don't think it's a controversial opinion, but golf is fucking boring. John Vernon
There's
hashtag free the titties.
there's things you can do to make it. That game's coming to Stadia.
Yeah,
So
which I'm surprised Stadia is still a thing.
all you Stadia fans out there, you can enjoy some PGA Tour.
Yup.
You skipped Super Lucky's Tale, which is coming to PS4 and Xbone.
I did skip Super Lucky's Tale. That's my bad.
I like Lucky's Tale, Super Lucky's Tale. I played that. So I played the original in Vita or VR. Uh, on the I had it on Vive. I played it on a Vive, but it was exclusive to Rift. So I did that, and then I played Super Lucky's Tale on PC. That game's super easy. Not a challenging platformer at all, but it's fun. Now this new Super Lucky's Tale, I don't know what the fuck the difference is here. Apparently it's just a port with a improved camera. So yeah, new Super Lucky's Tale.
Now, this is the game I've been excited for. Oh, excited is a strong word. I'm curious. It's the new
Yeah.
Samurai Jack game.
Yeah.
Which now of all times, we're getting a new Samurai Jack game in the year of our Lord 2020. We are getting a game based on like a 15-year-old property with a final season that aired like 2 years ago. We're finally getting a game. I say finally, but we've had Samurai Jack games before. But this one is a big deal because it's actually being like developed with Adult Swim, and it looks okay. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks like fun, but it seems weird to me that they made like a 3D action game out of this.
I just don't think they're nailing the look of this. Is just all wrong, man. Like this is not the look that you should be going for. Like if there's anything we learned from like those South Park games is like that's how you should do your game based on cartoon game.
Yeah.
Like you make it look as much as possible as that cartoon.
Yeah. Like excuse me. If they had made Samurai Jack like a 2D Metroidvania with the same art style as like the show, it'd be phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Even if they couldn't do that, they just like, oh, we absolutely have to make the game like a 3D action game. Like if they just put a little bit more effort into like the art style and given it like a more colorful, not colorful, but a more cell shaded look.
The editing on this video is incredible. It makes this game look way better than it probably is. I don't know. I don't want to talk shit about it, but like the editing on this video is phenomenal.
I mean, maybe the game's not going to be bad, but we'll have to wait and see. It's coming out in a couple days, so
Yeah,
maybe it'll be awesome.
I'll
Maybe it'll
play
be
it.
awesome. Yeah. I'll watch you
I
play it.
I want to watch this show again. I haven't seen this in a very long time, so
Last time I checked, it was on Hulu. That's where I like rewatched it before the final season came out. Let me see if it's still on Hulu. 1 second.
I'm not gonna subscribe to Hulu just to watch a fucking 20-year-old cartoon, man.
Well, good, because it's fucking not on Hulu anymore. So that's some shit. Well, I guess Samurai Jack doesn't exist anymore if I can't fucking stream it.
That's fucked up. Who is like, I don't know. Who's the audience for this? Obviously old fucks like us, but like, I don't know. Even then, I wanted to look the way I remember it looking, not like a fucking shitty PS2 game.
It absolutely looks like a PS2 game. Oh well. I mean, the game looks like fun still, but I wish it looked more like a cartoon.
Yeah. Seen Hunger Force on PS2. What do you
I didn't know there was an Aqua Teen Hunger Force game on PS2. Like, does it look like Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I don't even know. There were so many shitty games like based on cartoons back then, man. They would make. We don't see that much anymore, man. Like licensed games. Like back then, it was all over the place, man. Nowadays, not so. I guess nowadays it's all on mobile.
What the fuck is this? I looked up like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and it's like a golf game, but like not really, because this dude's carrying around a sawed-off shotgun and shooting zombies.
Yeah, man. That's how you play golf. How do you do it?
This looks fucking crazy. What is this fucking game?
Danganronpa V3 is the one no one likes. No, I was just saying that I don't like the second one. I didn't like the second one.
New Dry says Jump Force was garbage. Hopefully Samurai Jack isn't. I haven't played Jump Force, but I've heard nothing good about it. Everyone tells me it's garbage.
I guess that's all we had for the show, I guess.
Yeah, man.
I guess we'll take questions from the chat.
Yep.
No one ever has any fucking questions, so.
Yeah, anyone? Any questions? Where do babies come from?
There was some new stuff that popped up on the some stuff did pop up. Some new shit popped up. Take one more glance at the news feed here.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at the news feed.
There's a fan-made Super Mario game called Super Mario War.
Clay Dog says he has a question. What's your question, man?
Some guy made a lowly Dark Souls.
Lonely Dark Souls? What is that?
No, it's some anime shit.
Oh shit. Raji though, am I right? I mean, Raji looks cool. The game looks like fun. I don't have
Yeah, we talked a little about Raji. I love it. I love the idea. See what they didn't show. Here's like fucking Nintendo sucks, man. Can I just say that one more time?
I
That
mean, you're
their
not wrong.
YouTube channel is shit. Like they don't put their videos on their YouTube channel, so it makes it very difficult to get the information we need. Especially when you do the stream, and then you take the video down, so like no one can watch the shit again. Oh, here it is. Okay, they put it back up because there's stuff in the stream that's not. They didn't put the videos up. Like they bring the woman out to like actually talk about the game. But I don't know. I really like the look of this. It looks like Prince of Persia, but better, like more combat oriented. Nintendo fans equals hates Nintendo more than anyone. Hey man, sometimes sometimes you gotta throw some shade on the thing you love.
I mean, I only talk shit about Star Wars because I love it so much. I feel
So,
like if you're a fan who can't bitch about the thing you love, you're not really a fan.
exactly. Part of being a fan is being able to call out the bullshit. You can't just blindly support everything they do.
Clay says when he saw Raji, he thought it was Indian God of War. Not wrong. Zavram says he loves Star Wars, hates all movies except Empire. Really? Return of the Jedi is pretty solid, dude. I fucking love me some Return of the Jedi.
I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't have a I don't have a horse in this race.
The only thing I'm excited for Nintendo was the release of Catherine Full Body. Did that come out already?
On sweat. Okay, here's a okay, here we go. Here's a Baldur's Gate 3 trailer for Cooking is Fun. But it's a 6-minute trailer. Oh wait, wrong tab. Hold on.
Yes, New Jiraiya, Clone Wars is phenomenal. That last season of Clone Wars was so good. God, I need to rewatch Clone Wars. Maybe I'll skip like most of the first season though. Like the Clone Wars movie and most of the first season is absolute dog shit, but the show gets so much better later. Wait, didn't this trailer already come out?
I don't
Where
know.
it's in that weird like Cthulhu looking spaceship?
No, that you're thinking of that was something else.
That was still Baldur's Gate 3 though, right?
I don't think so. You're thinking of the one that Xbox showed? I don't remember what that game is called.
I'm pretty sure it was this one, dude. It's like
You're talking about the thing that had like the dick coming out the wall?
no. That's a different game. But
Oh,
this is like I remember like some chick like breaks out like a holding cell and they're in like some spaceship
chorus.
and they're in like some weird like fucking Cthulhu ass spaceship.
You might be
And
thinking of
some dude
chorus.
I'm not thinking of chorus, I'm thinking of this trailer. Hold up. I'm gonna try to find it. I think it's this trailer.
This trailer went up today on the official Stadia. Oh, this is the Stadia trailer, I guess. Come to Stadia, guys. Don't worry. Acorn? The fuck is Acorn? Scorn. I don't remember what that game was called.
Yeah, I'm positive it's this one. It's like they're in like some weird like fucking ship and like a bunch they're like over an old town and a bunch of dragons like chase after them.
I should turn the audio on. How about that? I don't know shit about Baldur's Gate, man. Like all these like Dungeons and Dragons games are just fucking like it's beyond my level of knowledge.
Dungeons and Dragons is fun as shit, dude. I love me some D&D.
Sure, but you know, there's a lot of like subsects of D&D that just I don't understand. Pathfinder is that D&D or is that like some other shit?
Pathfinder's D&D.
Okay. This is a long ass trailer. We're not gonna watch this whole thing.
Fast forward to the end. I want to see the dragon. Yeah, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. It's like some weird Cthulhu ass ship. So Scorn is the one we're talking about, but I'm not talking about Scorn. I'm talking about this trailer. Like this thing like fucks up the whole town, and some guards like chase after them with like dragons. And I say Cthulhu ass ship. It's literally like an airship with tentacles. Like look at that shit.
Okay, but like, so this trailer looks fucking awesome, but the game is not gonna look like this. Because none of these D&D games look like this.
No, it's absolutely not. It's gonna be like an isometric. Like
if it was this, like I'd be like, yo, let me get that, man. This looks fucking awesome. There's a YouTube channel called Dice and Fire, and they do amazing D&D sections. The best D&D I've seen as a motherfucker who does not play D&D, the best I've seen was Dan Harmon had a show, the writer for Community and Rick and Morty. He had a podcast where they would do D&D for like 5 minutes at the end, and as motherfuckers who do not play D&D, they were like extremely funny at it because they're all just like writers and like improv actors. So like they're really good at improv but not good at playing D&D. So like I don't know, I could relate to that.
Matt Mercer, the voice actor, has a D&D show called Critical Role with other voice actors like Laura Bailey.
I've seen them advertise that.
That's pretty good. To get like a sample of how good D&D can be, they do like a one-off with Vin Diesel. That's really good.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think I want good D&D. I just want like a lot of just bullshitting. Like, I don't want anyone to pick up a paper and like tell me what they're like, what's in their inventory. I just want them to just do shit. I just want things to happen. And that's all like Dan Harmon's thing was just them doing stuff. And then like they had like a dungeon master who was just on the fly, just change shit as they would fuck everything up. I don't know. It was just I like the action of it and not so much the okay, what's in my character's inventory? Like I hate the stopping. I don't want the action to stop.
5th edition streamlines a lot of shit that was in older D&D. I've only ever played 5th edition. Well, I played 3.5 for a little bit because a buddy of mine insisted, and I did not like it as much as 5th edition. Here, I'll send you a video. It's like a 30-minute like one-off that they Matt Mercer does with Vin Diesel. It's really fucking cool. Like, this is like a good little sample of like what D&D is, like what a good game of D&D looks like. You don't have to watch it now, but yeah. Watch it. God, what else we got? I think that's it for today, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, 13 Sentinels. I had beef with it. I just remembered. I had beef with 13 Sentinels.
Yeah, okay, so what did that game do to you?
So here's the beef, dude. Here's the beef, man. So 13 Sentinels. So what's the big thing Vanillaware is like known for? Like their artwork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, their artwork is fucking phenomenal, which 13 Sentinels has. And 13 Sentinels is like a mech game, which is like cool. You know, I want to fucking fight mechs. I'm going to send you Watch this video right here. I'm gonna send you this video. It's like a gameplay video. You have to watch the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you where to skip to.
Wait, put it in the chit chat.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it in the stream chat. Give me one.
Oh, I already got. Yeah, I already found that. I already got it playing.
All right, good shit. So check this out. The best thing about Vanillaware is their artwork. Their artwork is fucking phenomenal. It really is just poetry in motion. This shit. It's beautiful. I love everything Vanillaware puts out. I love playing their games. Their games always feel as good as they look. They're great. And I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. It's a mech game. It's not an action game. It is an RTS. And I want you to skip forward about 13 minutes in to see what the combat looks like.
Wait a minute. This is a mech game?
Yes. It's an RTS mech game, but skip 13 minutes into that video to see what the combat looks like.
Okay. 13 exact.
Just about. Look at that. That's the combat.
Different generations of Sentinels. So they're Gen 3, which is like long range specialists. But then first gen.
Well, you just talk at each other until one of you dies?
All around.
Look at this. That's the artwork. That's the artwork. That's what enemies look like. That's what you look like.
Lasers and shields and stuff.
Oh.
These folks, their two Sentinels are all about long range combat. So there's some encroaching kaiju that they have to try to stop.
Like none of that beautiful artwork is in the combat.
I like this like
Man.
big style of it all.
Right?
When can we get a new Chrome Hounds? Am I right? Clay knows what I'm talking about. Before Demon Souls, before Dark Souls, it was Chrome Hounds. Man.
Isn't that game, that mech game where you play as the president, or is that something else?
I don't remember the story of it. I just remember it was good. From Software. Remember when From Software used to make good games?
Didn't they like just make Armored Core?
That was Metal Wolf Chaos.
But no, look at this game, dude. Like, it's such a bummer that that's what the combat looks like.
Yeah. Well, what was that last game they made? That like beat 'em up game.
Beat 'em up. Oh, Dragon's Crown. That one's excellent.
Yeah.
Too.
Their games don't sell very well, so I don't know if they have like.
But now they're all spread out.
I don't know if they have the tools they need nowadays to really.
How to fight.
But this is still like kind of. I don't know. This is still kind of out there.
Nice.
Weird. This is weird.
Yeah, dude. Right.
If you're listening to this on Spotify or any other podcast platform, you're probably very confused right now. You should probably go to twitch.tv/Gameoverse.
Called the Gmoles. I like this entire screen. It's really interesting because it's sort of like juxtaposed against like.
I can't see the stream chat, so what is Avram saying? Because I can't read it.
You can't? It's not in Discord? See, that's a problem.
No, it's not showing up in Discord at all.
That's a problem.
The last Twitch message in the Discord was New Jiraiya saying agreed, and that was back at like at 1 o'clock, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have to have this open. Oh, whatever. They're saying good stuff in the chat, man. Very good stuff. They think you're great.
Point is, like, I was really disappointed because when I heard this game get announced, I was like, oh, it's gonna be cool. Vanillaware's got a new game coming out. It's gonna be a mech game. I'm gonna see all these crazy mechs, all this crazy mech combat and shit. And then I saw the gameplay and I was instantly disappointed.
Nice.
Should be able to see that now.
The two characters that we saw
I guess I have to have this open whenever I want to. If anyone's on YouTube watching this, my bad. That was on me.
They're all just freaking out because they didn't know everybody else was a Sentinel.
Well, now we know for next time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my beef with this
Nice. So
game.
yeah, so they're a bit more of a support.
Now I'm uninterested. Great. Thanks.
Right, dude. Like that was me too. Like I'm happy I saw that before I bought it at least, but god damn.
Interesting. Okay. Nice. So now they got 4 people.
It's like a real time like tower defense game.
And it looks like they're.
It's I mean, you know, I like that they're going with new ideas, not just making the same shit over and over. But you know, you've developed a style over your years, and people have come to expect that style.
Well, here's the thing though. Vanillaware didn't just make like beat 'em ups. That's not the only thing that they've done.
Yeah, I know they've got like an RPG called King's Adventure or some shit like that. King's Story, Little King's Story. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's on PSP. It's only on PSP though. And that was like an RPG. It was an RPG ass RPG.
Yeah, they have like a strat. Like I think this is the same one I'm thinking of. What was it? God damn
It was King something. King or Knight something.
Grand Knight's History.
Yeah.
They had a Grim Grimoire also, which was like
Yeah.
a strategy RPG, I think. Let me try to find it. Hold on.
But you know,
So
they
that-
always
that's
had a
kinda
look.
Yeah.
This ain't that.
Look at this. Look at Grim Grimoire here. I'm gonna pull up some old school YouTube, some CGR Undertow. Anyone who's ever seen CGR Undertow. Here, check this out. You can kind of skip around, but if you look at the gameplay, it's a similar idea. It's like a strategy RPG, like a turn-based RPG, but they're using in-game assets. They're not taking it to this weird like screen. That's kind of what I was expecting, but with mechs, and that's not what I got. I got a phone game instead.
How blurry this is, man. What is he playing this?
It's a PS2 game, man.
480p.
I mean, probably it's a PS2 game.
I have this game.
Grim Grimoire, you had it?
I have it. I still have it.
See, look, if it had played like that, I would have been fine. At least I still got to enjoy the art.
Is that the chick from Odin Sphere? No, it's a different one.
I know, like that. So there's my beef with Vanillaware's new game.
They always had this style of like really over exaggerated character like designs.
Which I'm fine with. I dig it. I'm not complaining about I'm not complaining on that. I'm just complaining with how their new game is gonna play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people have can we donate to Wasabi? Yes. You mean like money? Like to me? My pockets? Of course you can. I think it's like give. I think it's give, I think. Amount, name, I think. I think. But yeah. Video games, man. Am I right?
Yep. What's up with that? No, but...
Oh, you made me laugh and I farted a little bit.
So you're about farting. My dog is still farting. I know, like I complained about it last week, but she's still doing it.
Damn, one long fart for a week long?
Dude, like last night. So like I leave whenever I'm at work. I work from home now because of COVID. I leave my dog in her kennel and I let her out like every hour for like 20 minutes to like go outside, play, do her business. Because I don't like leaving her in the kennel all day. And I do know a lot about Dog Fark Zavram. Let me finish the story. I finally get off my shift, and it's like, okay, cool. It's time to let her out again. It's time to feed her. I open the kennel. As soon as I walk into the bedroom where we keep the kennel, the whole fucking room smelled like shit. I thought she took a shit in her cage. Like, I seriously thought she took a shit in her cage. And I was like, oh my God, you shit in your fucking cage. I gotta clean that up now. I let her outside so I can go clean it. There's no shit in the cage. She'd just been gassing up the whole room. Like, it smells awful. She's still like super gassy. I don't know what she ate.
That's bad, dude.
She's super gassy. Yeah.
Have you ever? When was the last time you shit your pants?
Oh, me? Oh, God. I'm trying to think, dude. Like, when was the last time I shit my pants? Oh, man. I've come close, like, a lot. But I don't think I haven't shit my pants, God.
I think nowadays it's more like, oh, I thought that was a fart. Turns out, miscalculated.
That was it. A couple years ago. I don't know why I forgot this. When I was still doing stand-up, I did a whole routine on this. But I had, like, I was probably like 19, 20. And I had to fart. And I was like, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I was like half awake. So I was like, I'm going to fart really quick. And I went to fart. And I was like, oh my God, that's not a fart. And I like squeezed my ass cheeks. Like, try to catch it. It was like a wet one, so I didn't want to like ruin my bed. So I tried to catch it, and I couldn't move without like spreading my cheeks apart. So I had to like do this roll off of my bed, and this Frankenstein walk to like my bathroom so I can clean myself up.
Yeah.
Like that's how I started my day, dude. I started my day shitting my pants.
Damn.
Like,
whole day's ruined.
Exactly. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed now. The fucking day's over. Go to bed, try again tomorrow. Oh, no, like that was probably the last time I shit my pants. What about you?
I've never shit my pants, dude. Crazy.
Oh, you're full of shit. You're so full of shit. You have shit your pants, you fucking liar.
Dude, I have impeccable anal control, dude. You wouldn't believe it.
Impeccable anal control. I love it.
I do.
I still don't believe you. I think you shit your pants. You're lying.
No, dude, never. That's fucked up, man. Out there shitting your pants, dude.
You're such a piece of shit.
Twitch.tv/Gameoverse. If there are no more questions, no further questions. Shout out to everyone who's here. There's 10 motherfuckers here.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
It says 10. I don't know if that's real though. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I'm gonna say the nay no to that, my damie. What are you playing this next week? That's a good question. I'm gonna be playing Battletoads. I'm gonna try to get my hands on that flight simulator, but that seems like it's gonna be a hassle. Definitely gonna have to free up space on my SSD if I want to install that. But yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Battletoads definitely not Risk of Rain. I do have Risk of Rain. I could play that if you guys want to see that. But Rogue Legacy 2, most likely, and Battletoads, most definitely. So that's what I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna try to finish up. I gotta finish Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm probably gonna sprint through the rest of that game as well.
I haven't finished it yet. I thought you finished it already.
No, I keep procrastinating on it. I just don't. Part of me doesn't want to finish it. Part of me just wants to like do all the side shit, because I know once I finish that game, I'm never gonna play it again. So I just want to sweep all the side shit up as well. It's like my podcast game. It's like the thing I throw a podcast on and just kind of just mindlessly. Clay says it's game of the year. I highly disagree, but
I mean, Doom Eternal came out this year, didn't it? So
Doom Eternal came out this year, dude. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot came out this year. So like,
that
let's
was
see.
dog shit, though. That's another one I haven't heard anything good about.
Cyberpunk 2020 comes out this year. Yeah, but Cyberpunk's not out yet, so we're not gonna preemptively crown it.
Although it's probably gonna be game of the year.
Probably, but you know,
like every time I don't want to buy into the hype, dude, but every time I see something new about it, I'm like, fuck, it looks better. God damn, I need me some Cyberpunk in my life. I feel like my life will be better once I start playing Cyberpunk. I feel like the fire that was this year will be all worth it once Cyberpunk comes out.
2020 will redeem itself.
Yeah. Like I think Cyberpunk's gonna bring about world peace.
Possible.
Oh my god, what is he making? What sound is that? Oh, the dog's fucking with her. That's what's going on. Leave her alone. She's gonna swat at you. Oh my god, my dog's an idiot, but I love her.
Yeah, so that's what I'll be playing. What are you gonna be playing?
God, I'm probably gonna finish a story for Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Yeah, because like I paid money for that game. I might as well just finish the story at least.
You don't like the story at all?
I mean, the story's good. Don't get me wrong. It's like a movie, but that's not what I bought Mortal Kombat for. I didn't go into GameStop like, give me Mortal Kombat 11. I can't wait to play the story. Oh my god, my cat. Would you leave the cat alone, dog? Like I didn't go into GameStop like to buy Mortal Kombat because I want to play the story. Like I want to play the game. I want to take it online. I want to spend all this time on well, yes, Clay, I bought at GameStop because the game was $35 at GameStop for the base game plus the all the expansions. I have the full game for $35. I don't normally shop at GameStop, but I got it there because it was on sale. Would you leave the cat alone?
How's GameStop working these days? Are they doing like
so listen to this
curbside pickup?
That's right. I'm still subscribed to GameStop's Pro reward service because I mean I got Mortal Kombat as cheap as I did for today because of it. But they changed the way their service works. Listen to this. It used to be like, you paid like $15 a year for Pro and you got like X percentage off on pre-owned games. Now they give you random deals. Excuse me, like their Pro Day sale. That's where I got Mortal Kombat. And they give you like a $5 gift card every month or a $5 coupon every month. The problem is that $5 coupon doesn't roll over. So if you don't use it, you lose it. And I've never had to use it. So the past couple months, I've just been letting that money sit. I've just been basically leaving that money on the table. And I tried to use it when I went to get Mortal Kombat. Because I thought, oh, the game's like $35. I'll bring it down to an even 30. And I asked the guy, okay, can you use that coupon for it? He's like, oh, sorry, man. It's already like on sale. The Pro Day sale doesn't combine with that gift card. And I was like upset. I was like, well, what's the fucking point of the gift card then? Like, I've been letting these things expire because I've never used them. And now that I want to use them, you say I can't use it? Like, that sucks, dude. And he's like, well, you're buying this on PlayStation. And I'm like, yeah, so? And he's like, so why don't you buy a $5 PlayStation card and put that $5 over to it? And then you basically get a free $5 PlayStation card. And I was like, I can do that? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, fuck. No one told me that. Yeah, let's do that. So basically, I pay $15 a year to get $5 a month. That's $60 I can put towards like my consoles, my PC. I just buy those gift cards up with that coupon.
Okay, but if you didn't pay $15 a month, you would have.
It's not $15 a month. It's $15 a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
GameStop
would not
needs
be
to
paying
die.
that $15 a month. I don't think they need to die. They just need to change completely change their business model. And you can say what you want about GameStop, but it's still the cheapest place, at least competitively, to consistently get like pre-owned games. Like not a lot of places deal with games pre-owned anymore. So if
I
you
get
want a
all my
game,
shit digital, dude.
that's totally fine, man. But
Get that
what I like
digital
about
love.
what I like about GameStop is if I like there's a game I want to try, I can go to GameStop, get it pre-owned, play it for like a week, and then bring it back if I don't like it.
What about GameFly? What about Redbox? I don't think
That's
Redbox
totally
is doing
fine.
that
You can do
anymore.
that too. You can do that too. But I can do this for free. I don't have to pay anything for GameStop. I don't think they need to die, but they do need to change their business model up and do something a little bit better. Because every time I fucking go, dude, like I feel like it's so scummy. They're trying to sell me on so much shit. It's like frustrating. Like very rarely do I get like a clerk who's like, "Oh, you want to buy this game? Cool," and then leaves me alone.
Let's do this. Let's end this podcast, and then we'll stay live, and then do like an after show for the people who want to. I feel last week and this week has been like people showed up now, so it's it's weird because you guys want to keep talking. So, but like we gotta like officially end this, and then we can keep talking. So,
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Gameoverse, Gameoverse.com. YouTube.com/C/ I always get these. Just go to the Twitch and then all the links are there. How about that? Discord and shit like that. So thanks.